Hello, everybody. Can you hear me fine? Wow, that's quite the intro. I almost feel like I should have my Cuba Libre outfit on and called like a wrestler or something. So thank you for showing up. Today we want to talk how to align retail objectives with production costs. And great to see it. I had to the numbers this morning. So that really dives into what we want to talk about. But first and foremost, thank you, Jain and Heather, for organizing this event. This is a really successful event. People here, very happy. So kudos to you guys. Thank you very much. Round of applause. And I know how Anil is so comfortable being in front of the stage, and I'm going to walk around and like trying to hide in the corner and on top of it. So it's all eyes are on you guys. I'm saying that because I would like to have participation from the crowd. So if you have any questions that come up, don't wait till after the panel. Let's get involved right after that. So just raise your hand if I'm not around. David will be walking around too if there's other people around. So please keep it. Let's keep it interactive. So there you go. Thank you. Appreciate that. So aligning retail pricing with production costs in the cannabis industry is crucial for maintaining profitability while ensuring competitiveness in the market. So this involves a series of steps from understanding production costs to strategically pricing a product. So today we brought some experts to discuss today how we can make those decisions, how we can communicate them properly to everybody involved in production, which is very important, and how we monitor and execute it. So please, for today, let me welcome Bradie Sparrow. She is the marketing manager at Pistol in Paris. With over 20 years of experience in the cannabis space, Pistol in Paris are an expert on BC product. We then have Jain Meyers, co-founder and CEO of Zelca and Manna, and she's also on a couple of boards. And she's here on this board right here. She loves introductions. And then we have Anil. He is the president and CEO of Emprise Canada Inc. The Emprise team has extensive experience in formulation and manufacturing of pharmaceuticals and chemicals. So thank you very much again for being here. So I'd like to get right into it and talk about some production. So in our most recent CANNAtalk, we do some online as well. We kind of discussed a similar topic here, but we brought a CFO and a marketing and VP of marketing. So what we got out of that conversation is how they figure out how they sell, what price their products, and they essentially make decisions. We want to hone in on what happens after those decisions and how we can execute that and make a very good production plan that makes sense that everybody understands. Great. So, to what degree of detail do you monitor your production costs? And like, how far do you go? You just sit there and say, it's cost per gram, as in I grew 100 kilos and it cost me this much, or do you hone in line by line?
Well, I have to say we get pretty deep at Pistol. We, as many of you know, we have been in and out of Alberta several times, and a lot of that had to do with working with third parties, and it just simply was not sustainable or profitable, which is really the whole idea of being in business. So up until recently, we had pulled out of Alberta entirely until we could do everything independently. And yes, working to third party helped us get to where we are, but now we're at a point where we can find to the customer to tell us everything and help us out. And so we're paying attention to absolutely everything. Even in going with something back is it from me. So I would say putting a lot of attention to that.
So, oh, there we go. So when you say like labor and all that, do you go to the detail of like trimming is this much and de-leafing is this much man hours or dollar amounts, or do you lump that all in?
Absolutely. As an example, recently we bought some labeling machines, and now we can label 2,400 milligram bags in hours, whereas the human can only do 60 if they can apply 60 labels in an hour versus 2,400 of a machine. So when Dylan first started the facility, he was not picturing automating everything with machines, but he set up a remote location, and he was not able to find staff that were willing to show up every day. So when you're faced with that kind of situation, you have to look for ways to be efficient, and machines were the answer. And we compare those numbers, there's no question.
Yeah. And it's having those numbers, actually monitoring those numbers, and where you get to that point where you can make that decision about profitability.
Absolutely. Everything's come down to shit and really just
Yeah. Jen, did you have something?
Yeah, I know we just say they would count every little penny. So I think part of the challenge here,
working for the boss.
you're still fighting the same price point, so your margins a lot different. You don't set your price points, you set your products. So as we know, with recently launched called the built-in tax, so your products that we sell actually. So if you are paying taxes, you're competing in the space against products that aren't real. So yes, you count every time you use very sad. But sometimes you realize the amount of charity issue from the industry. And the reality.
Anil, for you, we've heard the perspective of like two cultivators, and I know you guys are more into manufacturing and those nutraceuticals. How does that fit into your cost controls and all that? 'Cause you're under the same umbrella as price compressions that is in the flower joints really cheap.
And indeed, first of all, good afternoon, everybody. We are in manufacturer, as Nico rightly said. We manufacture software, oils, emulsions, cookies, gummies, profitability. And because we have a very diverse portfolio, it's very essential for us to know what our cost should be. Now, at the end of the day, I think we kind of break it down. It's a matter of actions to go to account. Value by value. But cost and material even great even big. That's right. We know how it's being necessarily on vehicles. And these are equal parts. If I put on, we know exactly the rate to verify now bonds, damage, all the disregard to this lot. But the hard part is labor, building, ability to do something. And here we use more about that it doesn't track the power and things. But we say in a year we make 400,000 on year or 5. That's how the overhead part comes up. And therefore, like that, it's work ball. So instead, rough, the pattern, which is hacking data, and it was a loss margin. So that's how we look at it. Okay.
Very interesting. And if you want to comment on beside the big three, I always call the big three, which is the tax, and David already warned us that we're not supposed to talk about taxes today. Tax, labor, power, right? Besides those three, like this is a question that came from the audience from last panel. What any cost that really surprised you that you weren't ready necessarily that surprised you?
Just been an error, like a labeling error, whereas the oversight ends up leaving behind the whole day on an activity and it not necessarily budgeting that should product was just cost me those kind of surprises where you're not paying close attention, all the check and balance along the way get overlooked and then it costs you one time.
I think our piece, one of the time we try the supply now, possibly process. So for example, we anticipate we find item from the label lease icon box. Like those 5,000 bottles of this million. Promise that means we've been on so much time.
Yes.
We can process with him. And at the same time, so we got all this kind of things balance here. sometimes you're looking for grace, not legal, all one. Without wow, but the big now without little based on track. So when you know these are very expensive labor and so we really honestly profit now in front of the body. And that's the part it's quite
So I kind of put those two in a similar category, reprocessing because of unforeseen things is kind of the same thing as unforeseen errors to whatnot. Again, another perspective, is there anything that surprised? I'm kind of leading into my next point because I'm hoping somebody's going to answer.
I guess you can end the rest as well, like also just the third party process. We thought that would be more efficient. The school handle certain aspects, but there's markup on that or things, and there's markup on this. You maybe aren't getting a process breakdown of your costs, so you don't know everything is costing you. So I think third party also say pair with human error, or teaching those things together to help a motivation for us for everything.
Another thing too is the regulatory like just the cost of running if you have a deviation you have to do your process that requires a whole piece of QA paperwork that they inspect. So all that behind the scenes work actually costs a lot of money, takes a lot of time, but it's hard to kind of navigate that issue to like a product this day. I thought one of the things I just thought of as well. Recently they came up and bought a facility, and while they were there, we had paid so much of a deposit for our excise tax, and then on that we said they told us now our deposits didn't want to go $1,000, so it's $5,000. And it's like that's the paralytic. That's the paralytic. That's the kind of like knowledge. So nobody expected, and we were paying our excise tax. We weren't being punished. This wasn't punitive. This was just, hey, you're doing great, now pay me more. And so no one expected that huge department to happen. It's possible too. You don't expect that. We came into facility for a week, and I have a small team, so my whole team fought for a week, and we stuck that. Yep. The overlord auditor. And that's what costs a lot of money.
Yes, absolutely. I think we've all been through that. And, not just the stress of having them there, but the loss of work not being there. So, where I was going with this, something was highlighted before, but sales and marketing was a line item that surprised a lot of operations to be able to keep competing and just keep their brand set. They were surprised on some of the costs inside sales and marketing. Any comments on that?
All the same, I do what's all split equity at Manna. So Manna is our B2C brand that have to say it's all me. I can't put a margin for unforeseen sales, like you can't do production. It's industry, not a niche category. They're not, so, but it's also for our marketing and to put a dollar value behind that. I can't imagine because I feel like for my product is a big, I'm still like 10 years to really see it in a market that is burnt like what it is 10 milligram world. It doesn't really have a chance to have legs to grow. So then maybe I can plan on that.
I don't know if it's you. Go ahead.
And then share our experience. We definitely monitor sales and marketing costs of you data about 10% tweaks. That breaking costs down. First it is in funnel, lab stock. Second is external like the video data. We can track property, work with that and complete it review, find and see it. Our data. Like in addition to cost like low to much smaller levels, property, no go far. And not even a lot of secondly, again, not having their gone out, but we other part like other part like mass like mass product information and those stuff. They totally up get brand person probably same about
Thank you. And that's actually in line with somebody else that I've had much about 8 to 10%, which was, I thought, quite surprising. And I thought that it would be surprising for some of you guys. Because 8 to 10%, it's a big chunk of your money. Jen, you talked about magic crystal balls to projecting and planning.
Do you have one?
Yeah, I wish. So I think you kind of said it, but what's the biggest risk of trying to project the sales and then turn planes and production? So with and then
Listening to the boards, like for example, we launched hot chocolate ones this Christmas. They just only wanted 50 cases. I thought they were crazy. They thought that I was crazy. They sold out before I got my place on the first week, and then I wanted 155 to then go into super production mode, and then they ended up coming out to the market later than the original surge was. So yeah, the boards don't always know. They don't know. I love the boards, right? They're great. They don't always know. They're looking at data that's old, right? And they don't always have that identification that someone from the inside has. Positive. Yeah. Crystal balls. If you have one, let me know.
In our case, we sell a product or post goods. We are at about 30% Greek. In Manitoba, we are in 80% media stores. Ontario, probably about 21 times. Province to province, this is but when you consolidate across the list, we risk it was audit like some. If you more taking beats need a best any what's it? Yeah, they need to come. Then connect max our biggest risk is launching. And we don't do that. We are not launching in all markets at the same time. We will launch the product in Alberta, and we want to get some feedback and not wait. We don't want to launch BST or BC doesn't want this, or Ontario and that sort of thing. So, because of the phased implementation, our risk on new products tend to be much higher. And in that case, we will be a little bit more selective and be careful. As an example, about 2 months ago, we launched 1,000 milligram THC cocktail. So 10 milligram THC, 100. And we were not sure how well to do it. And it just took off. They launched it in Alberta. And it was challenging for us to keep supplying. And so that was a challenge we faced. But then now we know this demand is there. And retail and consumers are looking for the product. We have to speed up the demand, speed up the supply. Now we are launching the same product in Ontario. In about 2-3 weeks, launching in BC. So as we build this demand platform plus the product plus we will have a little bit more stable demand supply system.
and site diversified provinces. Yeah. Thank you for that bringing perspective of different provinces. I do it. Bradie, what is missing for this crystal ball, magic crystal ball to help? Like how there's retailers here, there's growers, there's producers, there's manufacturers, consultants. What is missing that we need to share from where so that we can get this information? Because I think everybody needs to have that.
I think that's strategy. You can have it out. What's missing? I mean, there's a lot of customers aren't loyal. There's so many new products in the market. Something that comes up, they want to try it. And so they may have been on one cloud right now. They want to try this new thing. Price drop. There's so many companies dropping their prices to try and get an edge. And that makes it really tough when you've got no more room left to draw. For us, I think the biggest thing that we focus on is just building our relationships with creators and really do my best to connect with people and listen to what they need. Not every store is going to be able to justify bringing their products. Not every store that brings in my products is going to be able to bring a whole lot of them. So we have to have a discussion about what works for you. What does your customer look like? What are they interested in? How can I help you fill your shelves with something that's going to move because they do not want product to sit there behind it, right? So I guess relationship building, which Jain is in that, is really, really in sales and starting big relationships of the biggest foundation.
Like I like what you said about retailers, and that's kind of where I wanted to go. What do you guys do to keep in touch with you?
So at Pistol, we have this online resource center. It's called the Retailer Portal. And in there, we stock it with videos and sell sheets and trading cards. And we do spend a lot on marketing. You probably all see this or Paris merchandise everywhere. And you can buy all the swag at wholesale pricing. But further to that, I also encourage new retailers or even ones that have been doing business with us for a while to do a product knowledge session. And I do them over Zoom, and I can do them individually. I do them with multiple stores. But just getting verbiage into budtenders' minds that they can use to justify the cost of this item, right? Like, the pistol is not easy. We don't irradiate. We use craft standards. Some of our producers are living soil organic. Like, just giving them that ammunition that helps them use that product again, so that it's not sitting there and we have bad purchasing choice on their part.
What kind of information feedback do you get? That's great that you're educating, like retailers, so that you should get your message out. But what do you get in return? Are you getting numbers? Are you able to plan a little bit better? Shine?
But tenders are more confident. When they can tell a purchaser that Pistol stands behind their product, and if you don't like it, reach out, they'll possibly give you a refund. Like when you can tell somebody that, they have more faith in what they're purchasing, right? Like a lot of cannabis purchases are just a shot in the dark. You don't know if there's going to be someone standing behind that product. So I guess by taking that additional stance that we do stand behind everything we put our name upon, and that we are going to do that to make sure we have more confident tenders and we have a better rate stop.
Jeff, go ahead. Sorry, Anil.
I'll say slightly more expected. Please hold. Emprise is very much data free. We subscribe to companies to provide that. And them by each so you know exactly which store I look how to do. We don't do last year, use it all, but we know store are that okay. Guys, which of our is completely their biggest skill. It's good. That information is really helpful for us to do this. It is skill that helps us to understand why or it's fine. But paper, you can have a big son of this clearly and guide our steps of it. And they did it as well. You can stay to get people out having more thoughts, stuff and people like but what you can want to feedback to invest to acquire. They want to be helpful if they well. Some feedback on operation very close. That's not regulated. It has to be with velocity zero. And some she enjoy or some like it's like the it doesn't really help us. And the change. I say hey, that's you like a lot to do every match documents you get that your customer feedback that they don't think out in the way. Yep, can't knowledge. And you know how we kill it not stop it can. Well,
Yeah, but most people would reach out
it's this
or us to not to get praise, but it's like, right? But
yeah,
reach out and us with that. So I'm not sure what kind of data you're getting. All I'm saying is that, right? Just and how often do people call a company or email a company and say, hey, I was talking about what a great product was.
you know you surprise how many not to be there. So and still work about that.
Again, this is an interactive session. Like, I'm getting some comments of ability when I do it.
Like, yeah, I mean, you do get a lot of feedback. I mean, when I upload Wiley, people like that. People, not just, I mean, you get the complaints, but it's a lot of praise. There's a lot of questions about other products. So you'd be surprised that something really, good out of the market. You do get a lot of these back. So
Has really allowed that to be a thing. We get a lot of inbox messages, just like that was fire pre-roll or whatever. So we do get a lot of great feedback as well.
Kudos to Eric and Dan, first audience member to speak up. So, Jen, you're great at building relationships as Bradie mentioned. Yeah. So, how does that how does that work for you? What do you do to get that information transfer, all that stuff?
I'm pretty transparent. I build these all the time, clear by. I do all my own. I'm in the market selling CANNA. I don't always follow up some of the relationships because I get a market, facility, on the floor. So I get that be better at that. It's great for all of that. Not because I don't care. Yeah, I mean, it's always been about relationships, right? Like it's always been about community and relationships and that's the culture I come from. So that's what I bring to the table, but being who I am, and I think at the end of the day, if that doesn't work, then
Do you get the information or some information that you need to do some of this planning?
kind of, I get told like Chad we're really bad at that.
So, this is an opportunity to speak to the details. Like, hey, what the game? You need this information. Sorry, I'm just
It's really good at doing small custom stuff. We're really good at doing the stuff no one else wants to do. So I would love to do things on the request. So that's how we roll here, but I'm
I'm interested because all of you operate across multiple provinces, just something I can't imagine right now. But Anil, I think maybe do you have the economics understanding of your net gross margin dealing across the different provinces that it tells that a story about the way that agencies and the provinces are managing taxes and agency fees that suggest something that maybe the Alberta, would speak to sort of disadvantages or advantages dealing in one province or another.
Absolutely. But the tax is the significant part of the cost. But might go up to public people's and Alberta be second highest. We have to absolutely keep track of net margin in this. Therefore, we price, be careful. Price what we do. You forex that is the top line. At the most forex and we try to sell products at these spikes so they are yes that what these format it's not all passing because the having special it's here our competitors starting like very in one of the books of the market or faster. They need to have that you fight market talents. Or we know what our foxy what market what I'm foxy here design and what our army right school talent needs and that very good problem needs and I don't think
Basically, you had to pick one province to deal with and sell all of your products on neighbors' channels. Yeah.
hands down. BC will be next.
If that's
BC will be next. Saskatchewan, which really boils down to yours. Just like that.
right beats.
Manitoba, BC, Saskatchewan, Ontario, Alberta will be at the very bottom.
I'm gonna check. Do you think that Alberta producers have to sell in another province? No.
Yes. It's done.
Why? Or training budgets or yeah.
It's a very hard market to sell if you're a really small player. You don't have or you plug in products so much to get purchasing, and I don't think you keep that. I don't think great programs. It's shit for Jain. I find lots of work in it. I work on it. I was thinking. And in PCI, great on it, but if like when my customer improve on the stores, I reach out to or 8 or max. So I did communicate with buyer easily and hold the team. It's if I reach Alberta's just the way that it works. I reach out to you from which is more challenging to navigate all states.
Terry, I think it's a good point. I believe a lot of brands should go leave back here. So put screen. Don't go and expand out your province until you build your backyard. I've seen in our filter the Ocean people here, but I think we all know what happened with maybe Todd, but what happened with Ocean, they got addicted to Ontario. And Ontario becomes almost like crack. You get these big POs and you start fulfilling these POs and you lose potential quality. You get too big too fast. And look what happened. You have this flattening. So Ontario, I didn't even back there. And I go, this agree with you and else on Alberta. Alberta's the second highest consumption market in Canada. If you nail Alberta and work with any partners here, be very successful. Good enough. So I out you're building it's still bottom but focus on the salted coach. Yes, you gotta get to operations. You gotta get to operations more and test as the element before moving on. So Emprise said Calgary saying it's hard to grow. You see, you're the last focus on the basic or you say and that's something areas it is less. So I don't but I've been saying that's really hard to get off. You try to do Ontario, and Ontario's hardest market to really crack, in my opinion. So
I just want to clarify my point. The question had to be the cost and stuff here. And I'm just saying cost in different regions and routes. And I agree with you 100%. The economy. In fact, we have the most number of skills. The lazy number. In Alberta, we have about 30, 40 different skills. The most of any product. So, yes, we are focused on Alberta. Yes, we have a lot of presence in Alberta. But in terms of cost, the question was, we understand cost, the website, and all those things. Alberta cost is the highest for that. Okay. We can, we can donate money to ATLC and stay money from somewhere else. I think learning should look at or maybe stop like it's almost like yes, your cost estimates like what and so it will multi-drop. And we can hear, yeah, in some cases, the question is, why don't we have one uniform price going on and all uniform price? Everybody like your CRA. It's more about spending your excise, your rate cost of speaking, blended margin, profitability. You got different costs, you got different prices, you got different route to market options in our because the margin here is low, but the volume is high. You can't manage that if you start here. You can't let it go not the play. That's why today you need the top line revenue to get going. And you need to test your operations capacity. That's my go concern. Yeah. And so I agree to some extent lost just by managing the pocket. For your bottom line is not going to spread. You're gonna go out big great time. And more you sell, more revenue you have, and quickly you'll go up big. So they don't follow that approach. We say we need to have this margin, therefore we need to have efficiency price in each province. We are going to see this first step again, competitive price for similar product in each province, and you make that custom based on that. That's the approach we take. We do not want it we do not want to sell the product loss. Look, when I do that, there's guess what happened? I'm out of it. I'm out of it. I'm not I'm okay. Emprise will pay not to burn that in smart. Emprise will pay is that we're gonna have best margin in Ontario. We're gonna have best margin in Alberta on 30 products. But to stay at the subsidize and we also see no burdens after paying all the taxes. That's not on. Like we have to continually introducing products and growing products. Again, this year we have already we have a huge handbook on. We have been growing people online to do some other 10 products this year. And for keep the year things. So manage current students speaking about hosts. We are, that's what I said, we are including skill and we are growing skill but not selling. And that more like innovation. We learn about what customers want and serving their needs. And customers are voting by the law. They're buying, and this customer don't response. What's it?
So let's assume now that we've got the information, people, and we've resolved all these issues, and there's a business decision to be made to go to production. Whether we're cultivating or making soft drinks or maple syrup or simple syrup, I want to say Brunswick, and I could just let's not crash all getting that. Yeah, it's not good. So once a business decision has been made, so you're looking at instead of comfortable marketing from a retail price, you can't just say I want to sell at this price, right? It's not efficient according to the information you got received or like say. How does that get trickled down? I'll start with Jen. You do everything in the company, you ever involved. So how do you ensure that all that information is trickled down to the bottom, as in your grower understands his cost per grain of how it affects and where he needs to be targeted for that market? So around the communication, how put all that stick.
We got a really small team. So I might be chopping the ball. Boy, it's really, I think it's really, so we have this close communication. We will facilitate we are going to make decisions that if we work for our business. And I know that really nice that, I don't know, that's not normal. Feeling like it's more people I need, it's not normal to run on really small teams. So I'm assuming that there's more checks out along the way. groups that the big that I explain with that on staff.
Because in my mind, like in the perfect business world, you have your marketing team that goes around, they figure out the price and what needs to be done on how the total needs to be, whatever. And then they need to bring that to the company and the CFO, like for the finance people have to say, okay, what's going to cost this? Right? They agree money. Then the guys in the basement, I know it's public, like I work in the basement. We never meet those targets because we don't get that information. Like there's a communication breakdown where we don't really understand on the cultivation side or on the manufacturing side how we impact all those decisions and how can we contribute. So do you involve those people into the decision making to make sure that it works? Or how do you work with it?
I think one of the challenges you're nailing it right now is that there's too many people that the decision makers aren't the growers. There's not that responsibility on the sport. We just have
Great.
granted that's a huge disconnect. Like something that we do, which may not be the best, would be like, we want to make this. This is really cool. We think it's great. We're gonna make it. The market's probably gonna pay about this time. And then and then figure out things for ourselves. Because we don't have the time to draw the resources to do all that R&D and figure out to the minute where we're landing. So I think a lot of these businesses are run really flat ready, and there's not enough responsibility on the floor. But that's just probably the opposite, and BC isn't the most people.
I'm with you.
We'll go somewhere in the middle, maybe, but
I'm with you. I've been on the cultivation side for many years, and I thought I was always told what to do and what to achieve without having any.
then understanding the demands of the plan.
Exactly.
As realistic.
When a CFO just looks at line items and just picks a bigger number and he says, I got to attack that, what are the repercussions? So, Bradie, how does that work? As you said, you do a lot of marketing, you do marketing, you get some information, all that stuff. So, there's a decision made around a marketing product. And how do you share that down to your growers?
So I guess once the decision has been made, is factored in at that point. Currently, what we're doing is sourcing a lot on Hache from other nightmares. And so we know what it costs us to get that. And then we kind of move forward with the production from there. We have a weekly sales team meeting or like involves the owner and management and everybody, everything that needs to be communicated is done in that meeting. And then the following day, they have a meeting with the production staff. And so whatever was decided on Monday gets relayed to the team on Tuesday. So having such a small team, it's nice because the information gets directed where it needs to go. And sure, there are up and steps along the way, but there's also a lot, it's easy to correct in so staffing that's, quite there.
So when you say that you give targets to the production team on Tuesday, like you said, should we achieve this yield, this deep yield?
Absolutely. Yeah.
This amount of labor.
So for us, it's mostly processing labor, right? Like you should be doing this thing that we would take an hour, or they've got two young men, they're like 19 or 20, and they're the only ones that actually pre-roast because those two stay from where they just bang them out. No one else can do like those stacks. So, they see where someone is strong and they help. They allow them to fill that role. And if you're not great here, then we'll try to work with you, right? And so,
But it's having those targets that are able to help each other out and work as a team. Essentially.
Right. So if they're not great at this, then we'll move them somewhere else and we'll put someone that is good at that.
Because you have information.
Right.
Shit, better weeks. He's like,
Yeah.
and how does it work? Do you know that just help you manufacture all of these? So where is the breakdown happening in communication in your baking when it comes to production costs specifically, right?
Yes, we are also a relatively small team. We've got 11 people at production site and others at people. About the people in production site, we are just 3 people who are out. The part of the evening
Just and corporates from
They understand myself. The great deal offering here that we will think that how we got the product, what we want to feel what what's possible here. The price play market the right but very the thing. What's this? Like you get we are going this price. One on yeah. Lucky, I think it's hard to be that it's like good. What you say that can now it's like the sweet of it. When you start to be standards, and or coming back to it, and we need to fear like we done some we are fun like so and the other back body actually had this taking some like well need some more time. You can me now. You got also take this little slick shot. Yes, sir. First, by time,
there we can use the wires. Yeah, pass it around. Code free. So that's the out of would be or actually so I have to take so it's getting number 4. Okay. And the oven. No, okay. You want to just share this mic and you want to okay. Sorry, bye.
But what I was saying is that in our company, all employees who have been police are shareholders of it. They can share, they know plan. This allows everybody to have their thought this
How do you take on
this things suggestions and improving our thing. There's no we don't have there specifically. Telling that we say yes, go, find out, get done, and
it's gone. So thanks, thread. Yeah, we talked about that communication. So quick communication. I still not. I don't feel comfortable. I'm sorry. I don't feel comfortable as a cultivator. Lower in the basement, I still feel a little bit in the dark. I think I need more tools to be able to perform to the expectations that comes from these. So that's my opinion. But I'm kind of going to do a little bit of controversy on panels because everybody always gets along. It's kind of fun.
See, in Emprise, we do have certain expectations. That means, for example, volume. We know about volume needs to be at the but if you something doing more than 3,000 bottles per day, then we usually really snap something in the 1,600 range versus the flow. But we know an average is like about 23, 24, which by these things back. But we need track. That's all the operations. And the person is really studying out what's happening, why the person. Like what they will we couldn't build they will have 5,000 dollars a day. So I can say that we have a target. They got accepting as all part of one. Then the person not performing to those expectations and the outlook testing say if there's some other gap, other challenge, machine not functioning, what happened? That's how we here so.
Okay, so thank you pushing there, right? But so we still got going on. Jim, when we're looking at cost per brand is now, let's assume we have that market, we know we're going to sell, we pay some through stocks. To what level do you keep trying to hurting us? Is where we always have to keep looking at ways to strike when that's still there. So to what level do you like work with your dollars and say, so we can't be differently because the money. What else do you do besides just the market? I'm selling about not concerned.
Other roads. So the process. Because
Oh my goodness.
so I think about that as my either production update.
You be
Well, my husband and I work back there a little cheaper. So we're really fast. And if we don't get it done, then the kids don't get these out. So
get that is get out.
that's the answer work here. But let's think that for you.
No, it's me. Oh, I'm ready. Yeah.
So I guess for us, it's just been a continuation of our services notes. It started with our sales people notes. And I was like, it's start growing house tomorrow. Meets Ross. But I do this tomorrow, and he's been working in site there called Bruce, just making sure that I can be set up. And they're constantly shipping everything that they're making, looking for better prices and make sure it's not constant checking in to make sure that everything is done and feels sufficient.
So they're very involved in the success of county. How do you do that?
I make it much. You involve them.
Involve them.
Like, I was just talking about Felipe, the master grower. He's made all this cheap and he's getting checked. He checks the answers together, but he's like there to do that. He's
got my answer. You got my answer. Cultivation about it is part of the conversation, right? And because they have targets, and they know everybody has a single, everyone, right? So that's fantastic. And I'd like to pivot on what you just started about you got brands, all that stuff. So what does continual improvement look like in the bonus? Because often people take improvements often to do with specific dollars and always reducing, but continual improvement is many different things of product innovation.
Yeah, like I mentioned a couple weeks ago, listening is first and foremost. We recently got some feedback like our 3-year-olds people getting to. So instead of doing 2 filters down 3 ounces of state filters out, I know we get a 3-year-old 2. But if we had listened to that feedback, we would not have been able to do that, right? So now, as we put in cultivation, we're able to be post no, but I think that listening is be open to feedback and not instead of this short is open to the fact that this will grow and we're calling it more true. I'm saying like you see how the best and like that's right here like now somebody check the system for say to process it. Yeah, and that's all it. Like we said, these figures chicken free balls, it's
pretty thank you for this being a process owner as a see it feels good, right? If you really want to know that it's got you. But you can only get to that point if you have good communication and understanding where everything is taught, right? So on continual improvement, where does it end? Does it end? We can't print.
Well, the needs the best in continual. It is continual. There is no ending.
But what if I tell you I can't produce it for you? I just can't.
Sometimes the important is to help. It makes pride what you need to. If you say the cost of production of the dog, we need to drop. What is that?
Parts.
Second party which cannot be achieved by lower things. You going on to the second one. You will not send it. But unless if you say a product is achievable to the current level of thinking, you are not forced in radical thinking. I have tried it many times. I have done a lot. I can do all that stuff. If I know, you'd be surprised how people. What once you know the parents, bit of understanding how people, right response.
I agree. There's some characters. I'm the kind of guy that will say, screw you, I'll prove you wrong, right? But I don't think that
You
applies
won't
to
be
everyone.
leave that big.
I think, no, I want to do it. I'll say, like, if you tell me that 20 cents is not a target that's achievable, I'm going to drive so hard to be that kind of guy, which you want that because I'm going to try to innovate more and more. However, having targets that are unachievable can be also kind of not that great for an individual because they constantly feel that they're not reaching their target.
You can't do that every day. You can't doing a non-supportive environment. You do it infrequently, bring that out together and supporting a total thing.
And it comes back down to the whole conversation, supporting the level of thinking so the communication. Everybody has to understand that's Bradie. When I said where does continual improvement end, before I went to Anil, you shook your head and you had a comment, I believe.
No, I just appreciated his comment to go continue on. I don't think it ends. I think there's always growth and some dies. I see it.
Yeah.
There's always just a hype of the Bible. Super guys.
So you have a room with a bunch of retailers. There's also a couple of regulatory people here. What do retailers need to know from the producer side? What are they not aware of? Late belongings. Idiot. Oh,
Big noise and fly. To me, the other thing. They seem to this stays different, so understanding that. But I see the future of the sales here. A big products future. The consumers can leave the store and use my products. You would be entertained, but really comfortable to have it. Use there. We have a lot of basic chocolate, constantly, but it looks like how it uses. So I just want to believe in me. I got some believe in my education, believe in the future that I.
That's the I can leave them. Wow.
What I would like you to know is that we're all just real people. We're all just family people, and that we care, and that we are really genuinely doing the best we can to bring you the best product we can. We thought cannabis to be about our people and our things we like, and we take
Of course.
My perspective is that, cannabis industry new, we are at the infancy stage of innovation. Customers deserve to get the biggest product. And you as retailers know what customers want to do, what they look for. So for us, innovation is not just a slogan, it is the way we live. We probably have the most extensive line of rapid onset products. Why do we develop it? Because we know that customers are looking for products, like gummy, cookies, topicals, which are rapid onset. And when we recognize that, we did the R&D, and we introduced line after line after line of rapid onset products. That's not the end of the innovation. This is the start. I'm sure 3-4 years down the year, there will be some new requirements, new demands by customers. Like we thought rapid innovation, that's good, rapid onset is good. And then our feedback we received because people are looking for very high potency products. CBD in particular, good THC ability. So Within a week, we are introducing 6,000 milligrams CBD in a bottle, in chocolate, of the most potent product in the market. Again, because customers are looking for, particularly people who are dealing with cancer pain and whatever else, they're looking for highly potent CBD products. Therefore, we have a lot of challenges in making. You may think that 6,000 milligrams in a bottle should be a piece of paper is. It is quite challenging. We get it, so we're going to use it. You have to constantly be listening to what customers are looking for and innovate and make them.
Thank you for that. So, really, in short, yes, absolutely. It's getting the information it needs to make the plan, but that information is not always fully available. But stay close, build relationships, stay close to your retailers, investing in marketing. Right, this is the second post that I have now. It's like 8 to 10% goes into marketing and sales, and that's like traveling around, gas, load in different retail stores, these events. So I want to say a big thank you to all three panelists. Thank you everybody for listening, and I hope I gave you the opportunity to